everybody. How are y'all doing? Karen, you did a thing. I need this chat. I sort of retired tomorrow. Woohoo! Sorta. You go, girl. I bet many of this is muted. Mute. Take care of it right there. So I did a thing too, Karen. But let me go. And even though I've been talking to you guys here, I was trying to get a little bit of dinner because it's going to be a while before I go back home. And you'll know why here in a minute. So the title of this is 2023, What is in Store for Resellers? And then I put the IRS 610.99K, not going to joke. Maybe that'll bring more people to this. I don't know. I don't care, but I want to talk about it. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a tax accountant. I'm not an app on your phone. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you what I do because I don't want you to do something that I do. I'm not going to tell you to go to some other reseller site and buy their spreadsheet because that's their spreadsheet and it's tacked and then you have to buy it again next year. That's how the ones that I know about work it. So let me go up in the chat here. And Courtney was first. What the heck? Thank you so much, Courtney. She's probably not in the chat right now. She may be listening. And Lisa, are you? I was going to look here. Lisa, are you new? I don't think you are. No, yeah, you are. Okay. So Lisa opened an eBay store this summer. Do I file? Why is this? Here we go. There we go. Do I file taxes? What can I write off? Have document receipts from purchases, mileage, postage, contact, Social Security, state, federal, YouTube video that helps in the red now. The only person that I will refer anybody to is Mark, Not Your Dad's CPA. He used to be a reseller. He is a certified CPA. I have dropped in the chat all of his links. They're also down below in the description. He has a reseller academy where he goes through and teaches you how to do it. He's got a lot of free advice. Hang on a second here while we're doing this. Share screen and share this one. Okay, that's not the one I want. I'll get there. This is him, Mark. Not Your Dad's CPA, and this is his website. And this is about him. This is home. This is his reseller business starter guide. If you're going to pay somebody money, he has moved to Mexico, I think. He and his wife moved to. He no longer has, but he can do all of this stuff from afar. He's got all of this stuff here where you can enroll reseller business starter guide. You can download my free guide of the top 5 things you can do right now to avoid business and tax surprises. He is your guy. I'm telling you. And then he also has a YouTube channel. So there you go. Go check him out. He is the person to ask all the questions of, and he is a super nice guy. That's what I can tell you. If you need help with that kind of stuff, he's your guy to go to. Okay. Now then. All right. Now I'm going to go back up here and we got Jeremy doing it wrong, but he's not. And he was answering a lot of questions for Lisa. Shani, how are you, Shani? I hope you guys all had an amazing Christmas, or at least struggled through it. That's not bad, though, I will have to say. Let's see, who else do we have here? You guys were talking about buying a spreadsheet, and okay, so going back to that, buying a spreadsheet right here, anything you need help for, you can get, and it's cheap. You can barter some of your ideas. They do website, WordPress, logo, video editing, anything. These people will do it for starting at $5, and you can go in here and you can explore and you can see what you want to do, building a mobile app, all that stuff. If you guys haven't heard of, I should be getting a commission here. If you guys haven't heard of Fiverr.com, anything that you don't know how to do, there's somebody here that will help you. They will either do it for you. You can pay them. You can choose how high up. Hi, Harry. How high up the ladder you want to go monetarily wise. I would never, ever, 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 ever buy somebody else's spreadsheet that they made for themselves that is not locked, that they tell you don't make any changes. Somebody's going to make a change, and then you can't roll it over till next year. You got to buy the next one for next year. So, and I've made some bad choices. We're going to talk about those here in a few minutes too, to continue on with what happened with what the last topic we talked about, organization, because I'm about ready to blow everybody's mind. It's already said and done, and I'll be starting on it tomorrow. But so Fiverr, right? Let's move this. Okay. All of those links, Fiverr, Not Your Dad's CPA's YouTube and Not Your Dad's CPA's website are down below, and they are also up towards the top of the chat, depending on where you guys are. So who else do we have here? That's just my opinion. I don't know how many other people feel about it. We have my good friend and neighbor across the river, Terry, Mindful Recycle. Hey, any of you guys that have YouTube channels, Terry just got monetized. Anybody, the reason why you guys are blue is so you can drop helpful chats, helpful links, and chats too. Shani is here, and I already said hi to you, I believe. Anna, I'm going to really try to stay on task, but we all know. What do you guys think? I moved all of my shipping boxes because they weren't straight, and I got called on it. We have Miss Mama Beth. How are you, Beth? And April from Green Mosaic Resell. I'll spit it all out here soon. Lauren, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Lauren Hollister. Why is this not clicking? Hostetler. I'll get it. Karen, who has retired. I'm so proud of you. I'll give you my good. Well, I think it's good news. I think it's excellent news. I wish I had done it last year when I moved, but I didn't. We learn from our mistakes, right? I'm excited for you, Karen. You will be fine. Oh, there she is. Speaker name, and she shows up. Hi, Courtney. And we have Miss Ty. How are you? And we have Marianne. How are you, Marianne? I really hope you guys all had a wonderful Christmas. Cindy. Hello. Let's see. Hey, it's my Ethel. How are you? You've been used, let's see. April says, I've been using Not Your Dad's CPA for 3 years now to do my taxes. He also has a free spreadsheet. Yes, which is what I use. He has a sales inventory ticker and the average cost inventory worksheet as well. He's a wonderful person. He just, I know way too many people. I've watched him from the start when he came out, and he has been on. There are lots of videos. My friends, Katie and Vicky, they have had him on. I believe he was at the Boss Reseller. I don't know if he was there this year, but I know he was there last year. So I really honestly can't say enough about him. He's your guy. Hello, Vintage and Vino. How are you? Michelle, how are you, girlfriend? And Kathleen, how are you? Rob, you and I got to have a talk, mister. He's having some problems. You got the links. Perfect. Hi, Renee. You're here, but you can't. Let's see. I'm here, but you can't chat. Is that what it is? Can't talk, maybe. There's Marianne's links. She dropped some more for Not Your Dad's CPA. Harry Hempstone, here's a good guy to follow if you need humor in your life. He will make you giggle for sure. I don't know. I'd worry about a CPA. Nah, I wouldn't worry about him. He's an amazing person. He just really is. He wanted to raise his kids in a quieter place. So can we just box up all our receipts and ship them to you and you'll sort it out? Want me to post an address? It might be in the Adirondacks somewhere. Hi, Coco and Chewy, if you're there too, but I have a feeling it's just Coco. Let's see, who else have I missed? Hi, Lizzie, how are you? I just caught the end of you guys. Lizzie is a co-host for Rebel Reseller, and they did, is it going to be an ongoing thing, Lizzie? Rebel was doing lives on Wednesday mornings, and then she stopped, and then they just had an hour-long live a little while ago. So that's where that is. Lynn, how are you? Miss Jen, the queen of helpers on eBay. Website for Fiverr is down in the description, but hang on. Let's see if I have it. Let me pull it up here real quick and I'll get it to you because I just had it. Fiverr. All right, it is. Oh, stop. I don't want that. Fiverr.com. Let's see if I gotta put it over here. I got 3 screens going, you guys. Oh, that's not gonna let me do that. Of course not. Because it's too much. Fiverr. Oh, that's what all I want right there. Seriously? You know, technology, some of us do good with it and some of us don't, right? Fiverr.com. Right there. That'll get you there. It's really an amazing place. If you want all new logo and you don't have the time or the capability or the imagination, you can go on and look at all of these people, these artists, these graphic artists. You can look at all of their stuff and see what they've done for other people and choose somebody that matches up with you. It's really, really interesting. Luis, how are you? And Ruthie, how are you? And just Jackie. Who else have I missed? Oso. I see you up there. And Hozak's family. All right, did I miss? Yep, Denise. Holy moly, you guys are rolling in from where? Christy, how are you? Make sure I didn't miss anybody else up here. I think Angela, did I get you? I see you there. So much light. What? Hey, girlfriend, my girl Lori. Boy, I'm way behind. I don't normally lag like this. I usually just get, let's see, make sure I didn't miss anybody else. All right. So let's get into this. I'm going to talk about, I talked about Fiverr. I'll leave that one up there just in case we need it. I'm going to talk about this first because there's apparently a lot of people that do know about it, but there's more people that don't know about it. Hi, Rebel. How are you and Robert? You did the live to talk about your goals for next year. You'll do lives once in a while. Okay, good to know. I missed most of it, and I'll tell you guys why in a little bit. And Resell Planet. Oh, and Maureen is in here. So for those of you that know and that pay attention to it and hate it, like it, whatever, it doesn't matter. They have talked about it for months, how the government was going to make eBay and all the platforms, anywhere you did any kind of selling and you made more than $600, they were going to make sure that you got a 1099K and you were going to pay taxes on those $600, which you should be paying. We all should. All of us should be paying taxes on every little bit that we make. That's how it's supposed to be. Is that how it is in the world of reality? Probably not. I'm trying to keep myself out of trouble here. Oh, you're finally Bluetooth in the truck. Yay. Anyway, so I hope I said hi to you, Ruthie. I see you there. So eBay put out a big marketing thing, and I'm sure you've seen it in the bottom of your seller hub if you're an eBay seller. I'm sure people have seen it in the news because didn't just affect eBay. It affected Amazon, PayPal, Etsy, Mercari, any of True Gather, any place where Uber, any e-commerce site where you're making money. You're supposed to pay them anyway. You are correct. So eBay put out a mass. I don't know if they still have it. Let's look and see. They had in their seller hub. Hang on here. I will share my screen. For those of you who aren't super familiar with Seller Hub, when you log in up here, if you just roll down here and they have all of this stuff, most people ignore all of this. Selling discussion boards are really good places to go to find answers to things. eBay's been fighting it. Yes. And they have sent multiple eBay announcements out. If you aren't paying attention to this area right here, selling announcements, IRS announces delay in new 600. That was today. Seller protections are in place. Coming for anybody that was impacted by the winter storm, you need to check this out here. Okay, you guys, because it's gonna mess with right here your metrics, your shipping metrics. Okay. Coming soon, FedEx rate changes, 7 questions with the 5 resellers, holiday shipping update, USPS decreases rates for priority mail level labels. But also there was for a while, which they may have just recently taken it down, a thing on here that talked about joining their campaign to what's the word I want? Jeremy will spit it out in a minute. To petition the government to not do that, to not, it's a lot of extra work. It's a lot of work for all of these platforms because they're the ones that have to do it, right? They're sending us the 1099s. We're not doing it. So in the end, not only are they having to do a lot more extra work, because what it used to be was 200 sales or $20,000. If you capped out on one of those, if you had $20,009 in sales, you got a 1099, but you may have only had one sale, or you may have had 10 sales. So it's not both together. It's either or. So they have come. Hi, Chrissy. How are you? They have come back to that and decided that let's just go right on over here to the IRS, dated the 23rd of December. IRS announces delay for implementation of $600 reporting threshold for third-party payment platforms, forms 1099K. And then this is linked in the description. The link to this is the IRS site. This link is down below in the description. I'm not going to read all of this, but you can go in here and read that if that's what you want to. Goodbye, it's gone. But also, oh shoot, where did that go? Are you telling me, did I get rid of it? Fiverr. Okay. This is called eBay Main Street. It's a conversation board. This was posted on eBay Main Street on December 23rd as well. Hey, Doug, how are you? This is the old eBay 1099K info you are looking for. Thank you, Doug. So eBay Main Street is a great place to go. I probably should have put this. Let's just do this because we don't necessarily, I already have that. If you go, let's do this. If anybody wants the link to eBay Main Street, there you go. All kinds of things on here. Issues, community, about us, reports, action centers. You can go down here and it talks all about us, and you can get in here and read all of this stuff, and it'll actually take you right to the IRS website on that one too. And you can do all your stuff for your cookies. I just ignore that. But anyway, that's as far as I'm going to get into that, because I am not a CPA. As a matter of fact, in my description, I have a little blurb. In no way, shape, or form am I anywhere close to an expert on any of this, nor will I ever claim to be. But I sure am able to research and point you towards people who are as well. So I think everybody should be aware of things. I think that we all get these emails. I think a lot of people are super guilty of never opening up their emails that come from eBay, even in your message center. How many of you guys, let's do a hands up. Number one, how many of you guys actually have over 20 messages in your seller hub that you haven't opened? I want a one. How many of you guys actually go to your seller hub and open up your messages every day or more than once a day? Hi, Kathleen. Tweet, 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 cricket, cricket, crickets. Nobody? See this right here, 0 messages? You guys should be looking at your messages every day. Uh-oh, Lynn, you're in so much trouble. And look at this. This is amazing. You can go into your message center on eBay and you can make folders for cancellations, folders for emails just from eBay, all of your payments, all of your returns, any chargebacks, any shipping reimbursements, statements, taxes, Veros. These are all my folders I have made, and I haven't been as good about putting. So here, we sent your payout. Oh, doink. Let's just move to payments, right? And you can even go right over here and you can type in payments and search, and it'll bring all your payments. You do not have any messages that meet your search criteria. Well, isn't that lovely? So here you can go all messages from eBay members from eBay are high priority. So you can go right here to eBay and you can look at all of these. We sent your payout, counter offers, all that kind of stuff. Kickstart the new year. Shop your faves. You successfully canceled an order. You should be looking at these because there will be improve your listings. I'm sure you get a lot of those. Somewhere in here in the last few days, there's emails from them consistently on joining to help fight the IRS thing. I have a lot of emails, needless to say. 3 times a day. Good for you, Resell Plan. 609 unread. Find that really hard to believe. I open them and delete what I don't need. I never delete anything. I let it time out. You can archive them. You never know when there's something that you might need. You might need to block somebody that sent an offer to, or they sent an offer to you. So I don't delete anything. It's eBay's problem to deal with, not mine. All day, every day, you read every message. You don't. You only had an excuse for the times when you were out. I read the titles. Well, that's okay. There's some of them that I don't. You have to have a hub. Well, no, because if you're selling on eBay, whether you have a store or not, they're still going to send you messages. They're just going to go to your regular email. All my unreads are stuff like so-and-so sent an offer and I've already, yep. So, but you can go in and do this real quick. All mark as read, done, right? Anyway, quick aside. I get postage price adjustments. eBay says they attempted to return postage, never find it back in my back account. I would call them on that. Hi, T. How are you? Did you go live today? I have not been. I have literally, I got up at 7 or something like that. And I've been in the shop twice today to print out postage and pack slips up. And I've been gone all day. Somebody drop T's link, please, and thank you very much. All right, so that's just me. That's a mom. That's your housekeeping. You should be reading your emails. You should be paying attention to this stuff right here. When people tell me they have no idea or how did I know that or what's going on, it's right there for you to see, or it's in your email, or somebody has posted a video on it. Selling tools. Here's Intuit QuickBooks. Did you guys know that eBay is giving you a free, I can't remember how many months. Thanks, T. I thought so. Thank you, Jennifer. Somewhere back in my emails, eBay is giving you a free so many months to this, which is because GoDaddy bookkeeping is no longer doing what they used to do, and a lot of people used to do GoDaddy. So Intuit QuickBooks might be a place to go for you, for anybody that really needs some help and really wants to get everything on the ball like we all should, like a lot of us don't. Not mentioning any names. Hi, Muriel. How are you? I read all my member customer messages, but not my from eBay messages. Lorraine, we're gonna have to have a talk later for sure. That's just, I just, you're in so much trouble. All right, so I need to get back up here where I can see the chat up here. All right, so before, let's see, so title of this is, let's go out of here for a minute so you guys can see my mug. What is in store for resellers? And I put that more so what is in store for you guys, not as in there's all these amazing, hi Roman, how are you? All these amazing changes and stuff going on, and there are. And there can be so many amazing changes if that's what you want, right? Or it can just still go, it can just be the ebb and flow, or it can be the quiet I'm not going to tell me what I'm missing. No. You know why I'm not going to tell you what you're missing? Because you're a grown adult and it's your responsibility to read that stuff, right? It's your business. There we go. Right back at you, girl. That's why. That's the harsh reality of it. I'm pretty good at harsh reality. Pretty much anybody will tell you that. I do like to keep you guys informed on a lot of things though, but I can't do everything for you. It just doesn't work that way. All right. There are how many different sites that you can sell on? I can't even name them all, but I don't think on this thumbnail, but if you saw my post on Instagram, then Lorraine is missing a blue wrench. Okay. Oh, Callie, Luis, I thought I wrenched you a long time ago, Luis. Okay, let me do this real quick so that I don't get squirrel again. Okay, I got Luis. Oops. There's Lorraine. I know you did. That's why you got a tongue in the cheek. Anybody else? Have I missed anybody else? Resell Planet. Wait a minute. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay, let me know if there's anybody else I've missed. I think if there's somebody else I've missed, you're just going to have to, Angela. You got to type, and I got to know you. There you go. Okay, I think I got you all. So somebody will let me know. All right. So in my thumbnail, I put eBay and Poshmark and let's see, Mercari. Let's just do this. I put Mercari, Poshmark, Etsy, whatnot. This one we can get rid of. This one we can get rid of. List Perfectly, which is a program that you can use to bring all your stuff in together that will help you cross post on all different platforms. And we'll talk about List Perfectly in a minute because I'm going to get started with them. But you don't have one yet? What don't you? Oh, you don't have one? Really? Well, that's odd. You do now. That's hilarious. All of a sudden, everybody's coming out of the woodwork. All right, I think I got you. I got you, Shani. I got you, Hosax. I got you, Renee. Purple Sorko. Hi, everyone. How are you? All right. I think I got you. Unless there's somebody else comes running out of the woodwork. We'll see. So, List Perfectly has made a huge difference. Where are you? I got to be on the right screen to highlight that. List Perfectly has made a huge difference for a lot of people, a lot of people. And Anna and Clara are the two that started it. And they used to sell, they used to have a huge online business. They used to sell. There are many videos out there. They have their own YouTube channel. I believe I put a link for them down below. I hope I put a link for them down below. I'm going to find out. I feel like I did. If I didn't, somebody will grab it and put it in the chat. I didn't. I'll try to remember to go back and do it, but I never am very good about that. Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist, Nextdoor, Grailed, TrueGether. What's the one for records and stuff? It's like right there. No, does a wrench makes you responsible to be able to drop a link to something that has to do with our chat, has to do with what's going on. Ruby Lane, Cherish, all of those. You guys do know that you can sell on those sites, right? Ruby Lane and Cherish. I'm sure you guys see them. Amazon, any of them. What's the record? Discogs. Thank you, Pam. And Jeremy is like right there. So and many more that a lot of us. How about HiBid? We can anybody can sell on HiBid. Anybody can have a HiBid auction site. HIP, yes. So all of HIP, Discogs. Is TrueGether the one that they started for children's clothes? There's one that's just mostly for children's clothes. It escapes me. I feel like it was TrueGether. Wholesale, 100% wholesale. And why isn't that? Here we go. Wholesale. If you guys don't know about wholesale, Courtney, Bolo Buddies, and Rebel the Reseller, they did a collab where Rebel listed a set of things. I think that's how it was. And Courtney bought them. Anyway, wholesale. If you have a lot of inventory that you need to get rid of, you can sell it on wholesale. What are you going to do? Post at least once a week. Just subbed. All right. What did I miss out? I missed out on something good. It always happens. Wholesale kicks butt. Are you using that a lot now, Lori? I haven't talked to her for a whole freaking week, and it's been a long week. So, I have a problem. It's like, hi, my name's Noelle. I have a problem. If I can't do something almost perfectly, then I don't want to do it because I don't want to fail. Anybody else got that problem? It's fear. It's a fear problem. Is fear a factor for you? I'm gonna have Joe Rogan coming after me here in a minute. Yes, and they do. So you're the same. So I signed up for List Perfectly when they first started. I never actually followed through with it. I was one of the first 500. I made it in. It was like, whoo, hoo, hoo, and I never did it. I never did it. It's not that I needed it, but I won a free month subscription from Kat the Nurse Flipper, 3-4 months ago. I still haven't. Depop. Yep, Depop. The negative, it is for sure. And so I absolutely, those of you that know me and look at the things that I have know that I delve more into anything vintage than I do anything else, right? Oh, so many platforms, Angela, so many. So, and List Perfectly, actually, let's just pull up List Perfectly here really quick. List Perfectly, I should have just had them pulled up in the first place. See all of these platforms right here that List Perfectly lets you cross post. And they have different services. There's different levels. I'm not going to talk about it. I know about them. I know what they are, but I'm not an expert at it. So I'm not going to talk about it. How's that sound? But there are many, many, many videos, but just go straight. List Perfectly has a YouTube site. I really thought that I had put that in the description, but I don't see it down there. They have a YouTube, they have an Instagram, and there are many, many people that we all know. I don't even see. There's Fiverr. There's, nope. Okay, I'll have to make sure and get that put in there. So, and sign up with our 5-day money back guarantee. And if you know somebody that uses them, Courtney, let's see, I think Rebel uses them. I think there's a lot of people. There's Katie and Vicky, LV Pink Peacock is what Vicky goes by on Instagram, Katie Silverberg, but they're Katie and Vicky. I should pull them up and show them to you guys because they are amazing people. They're very good friends of mine. Vicky saved my mental health life after I got burnt. There's other apps out there. I won't. Are you going to use List Perfectly too? Renee, sorry. I'm looking at you at your picture in your writing, and you should know that I'm talking to you. So, and here's the best one of all that has just come. And if you guys aren't signed up for this, I do have a link in the description. You'll get some money. I'll get some money to shop with after you've spent it. I will be in February probably having a whatnot sale every week, if not more, because I have a lot of inventory to get through and it's got to go. And I am not giving any more of it away. I am not. I just emptied. If you guys don't know about whatnot, there's estate and vintage decor. These are all the different categories: trading cards, sports, toys, action figures, comics and manga, sneakers, streetwear, jewelry, watches, video games. It goes on, and crystals and gems and Disneyana, estate sales and vintage decor. I mean, all of these people right here that are red are like Lego. Here is vintage clothing shows, Pokemon, action figures, women's modern and thrift stores, luxury bags. Just go in and watch. Don't sign up. Don't put, this guy looks like he's stoned. I hate to say it, but that's not a good picture. And some of them are. You got to be careful. If you're only using one platform with an occasional Facebook Marketplace cross-sell, you can use Flip. It's clunky as it wasn't really set up for that, though. I personally wouldn't suggest to use it, but I guess you could. So stickers, and I don't think I'd want my child's picture on a site like this. Anyway, on any site, period. So there you go. All kinds of different things for you. And then you can, let's see, this is me. See if it brings me up. Should bring my profile up. There aren't enough. Oh, I know what it is. I have 2 different profiles, and so I couldn't do Farm Girl Scavenger Noelle. Somehow I got 2 different profiles, and I have to email them and get it talk to them about it. But so this is and you can have a buying and you can have a selling if you're selling. Some people are having a really hard time getting being able to sell. Look right here, copy invite link. And there you go. So I haven't had my first sale yet. I have been, I got accepted to sell a long time ago. Noelle, write this down. Your what night invite link is busted. Somehow it gives, how about that one? The one I just dropped, does that one work? I'm writing it down right now. Fix whatnot. Thanks, Jeremy. Something happened in it. Okay, I got it. That one works. Okay, I will fix the one below then. So before you ever sign up with a credit card or debit card or PayPal or however on whatnot, go watch some shows. Go listen and see what they do. It can be a bad experience. It can be a good experience. You know, so that's what I have to say about it. But it can be a really good way to sell. Maureen, where are you? Vintage Chick. Who else in here sells on? Callie, Luis, are you selling on whatnot? T does auctions for you. Are you gonna? I caught your fireside chat, T. I caught the replay of it. You've had 2 whatnot sales. Hang on, I got to get over here. Didn't do so great. Our YouTube sales are much better. I can see that. You have a good following on YouTube for that. I think you need to just, yes, you do. I thought you did, Luis. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I follow you too, Luis. I'm pretty sure you're on here. So you can go in here and you can go. Is it Callie? Is it Callie Reseller? There he is right there. I wasn't following you. I am now. And it's that simple. So this he's got a 5-star rating. He sold 358. And let's look for this. Anybody else on here that I'm not following? Why did it not bring you up? I clicked on you. Vintage 7 Vino. That's why it didn't, because I got the wrong, because I can't spell. Shipping was hard to overcome on whatnot. It's a lot. So that's something that you really have to think about. Are you on there, Michelle? There you are. Still not bringing you up. Did you guys go off? I will do a little more. Michelle, are you on there under Michelle Lathan, or what are you on there under? If you guys are going to sell on whatnot, your deal chipmunk, I'm pretty sure I'm following you. We're going to find out. There we go. Yep, I'm following you. Ha 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 ha. Look, and she's got, Michelle, you're like, look at you, 3,000 followers, 5-star rating. Holy moly, girlfriend. And then there's also Maureen, are you still here? Folly started selling once a week. You're under Vintage Chick on here, aren't you? Vintage. Is it vintage? What is it? Folly. Started. I don't know if you're talking to me. Oh, you're talking about to Hozax. Maureen, I thought I follow. Are you under Vintage Chick 64? Nope, not that. I'm doing it wrong. Why is it not coming up for me? Do I have to put the spaces in? Oh my gosh. Did not match any results. Let's try this one more time. Not. One word. Oh, no, and no 64. Okay. Try it again. Ha! There you go. I could have sworn I was following you. I absolutely was not. So anybody that you know, you can come on here and find that you know is following. And there's a lot of people on here that aren't selling, that are just shopping. So you can look under buyer or seller, right? And here's all of these different little things for you to do. All right. So that's a platform that's really becoming and getting very hot. And it is also another fast way to get rid of inventory, right? You have to understand that your shipping has to be done. Is it 2 days, you guys? 2 days, I think. You have to have your shipping done in 2 days. So if you are somebody that has a hard time doing shipping, you may very well want to do your whatnots on Friday nights or Saturday mornings, because that gives you the rest of the day and Sunday and part of Monday, and till 5 p.m. on Monday, I guess would be the way, right? So I think, you know, and the nice thing about, okay, here's, I have done YouTube sales. I have had sales on my channel. I have been in other people's sales, and that is another way to sell. Also on Instagram, you can sell on Instagram, right? You couldn't do whatnot. You've been packing the same thing since this live started. You've also been stopping and typing. Yes, you do 1 day to keep 5-star. That's what I have on my eBay. But here's the thing. If you sell 70 items, you're packing 70 items the next day. If you sell 70 breakable items, you're going to be sitting on a chair in the corner crying if breakables aren't your thing. So really, really, really think about that. I have enough vintage clothing to fill. I got to get a chair. I haven't, other than driving, I haven't sat pretty much all day. Dren stole my chair earlier. Guys, this 2023, we're going to talk about that. For me, I might need to adjust this a little bit. We'll see. There. Now you can see some of the mess that's not listed. Some of the good stuff, the really good stuff. I'll have to show you what I may or may not have picked up today. You had a breakdown packing glass for whatnot sales. Oh, I bet you did. This is some very good advice from a person that I respect. First time sellers, keep it under 30 till you get used to the shipping. I'm super excited about your whatnot. I cannot wait to see what you bring to whatnot. Oh my goodness, it's going to be like, for my sale in October, 49 breakable ornaments. Well, that's what Courtney had. Her first 2 sales, she had a test run. I missed that one. And Courtney Bolo Buddies, for those of, I got to fix this because somewhere on here. Okay, there's a light and it's bright and I don't want to look at it. You guys don't need to see me in that bright of a light. Yes, you have. Thank you very much. I think that Kev and I love checking. There's some pretty cool. I should probably put the thing back up so you can see the really good stuff up on top, huh? This is an interesting thing that I got in California at a flea market. It's a little blow-mold dog on wheels. Anyway, Dren was playing with it. That's why it's there. The children of a reseller or grandchild, you have done. Here's my thing. Thank you, Louis, for getting me back on track. Luis. I have decided that YouTube auctions are not profitable for me, period. Because by the time I have shown something, sold something, I don't do free shipping. So then you have to go in and you have to do the shipping on Pirate Ship, send an invoice out, wait till they pay for it. And I pack all my stuff up because I've only had issues with like 1 or 2 people not paying, so I have this little cart right here, as a matter of fact, and I would put all my orders either there or on the bottom. And then as they paid for them, I just print the label out. They will have some cool stuff. I have some cool stuff. I mean, I could spend days and days and days showing you guys. I love cool stuff. Any of you guys know what these things right here are? Anybody? I'll pull one down off the shelf here in a few minutes and show you. That's so very nice of you. Look at you. You guys, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Most selling platforms have some sort of live selling. They do. I see from what I hear. How are you, my friend? I hope you had a great, great, great Christmas. I see through or hear through the scuttlebutt that the Poshmark live sales are really hurting the Poshmark platform sales. I don't know. I'm not selling on there yet. That's why you're going to, yeah. I do not make enough profit for my time and my energy. I pretty much never bring anything to a live sale that I have hardly anything into, because most people don't want to spend very much. I'm not Misty, Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter. I don't have that following to be able to get the amount of money, and I have the energy she does. I just don't have the energy that she does. I don't have the energy to do the sales that she does. I will here soon. So 2023, what is it holding for me? So 2022 was a big year for me. I mean, we sold the farm. As a matter of fact, the 30th of today is the 29th. Oh my gosh, it's my brother's birthday and I forgot to tell him happy birthday. I'll have to, he'll have to get a late happy birthday. He's probably used to that. We sold the farm on the 19th of December. That's when the paperwork was signed. I signed the paperwork for my house on the 30th of December. So it's hard to believe that I have owned, tomorrow will have owned my home for a year. Now, we didn't move into it. Crazy lamp lady. Oh, is she really? Put that up there. If you have, does she have any links? Anybody want to try and find her link and drop it in there for anybody that wants it? Thank you, Jerry. I struggled a lot last year. I'm still struggling. I had a really bad Christmas. Don't even want to talk about it because I'll start crying. Dren's dad is back. I have helped to raise Dren since he was born. His mother was sick. He was taken 8 weeks early because she was dying. They've always lived with me. His mom and dad have and Dren's always lived with me. He's never not lived with me. I have had him to myself for many years, which is great. His dad is back from LA and has a really good job here. And they are moving next door. I'm so excited. I kind of planned it out, and I hoped and wished and prayed that things would work this way. And when I had my fence built, I had a gate put in that fence just in case and so do they need it? No, he can come around the front, but it's just kind of nice to know that he can come through the gate into Nanny's backyard. So I rented this place. And I didn't really want to, but the house that I bought did not have an outside structure. And I've just kind of limped through with a smile on my face all year. And I've spent a lot of money in storage fees, which we talked about a little bit last week, right? So today, the last couple of weeks, yesterday, the other night, my youngest son and I went and got him. I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "You want to get," I said, "Are you hungry?" He's always hungry. Noelle's getting her basement. No, my youngest son's going to move in there. He's he just started his master's degree. He's 1 quarter in. I wish. And when he it's a 5-year plan so that he doesn't have, thank you, Luis, so that he doesn't have to, did he make you sign a sublease for his garage? Not going to use his garage. It doesn't have any electricity and not going to do it. It's his place. He's going to be responsible for all of it. So what I did was yesterday, Dren and I made the last 3 trips in the Jeep and got the last of the stuff out of my temporary 6-month storage unit that I had from moving from the farm, which ended up being 8 months. And that was $600 a month for a 12 by 30. I've added this all up. I'm going to let you guys see this here in a minute. This place right here that I'm in is 14 by 28. It's huge. Really, it is tall. And it is, by the time I pay for my internet here, it is $2,000 a month. Then I had 3 10 by 20s, which were $242 a month. Let's add that up. Okay, $3,326 a month I'm paying for storage. How stupid is that? Well, whether stupid or not, that's what it is. Holy Hannah is correct. I don't have a house payment. My house is paid off. My car is paid off. I don't have any credit cards. Doesn't matter. I'm paying way too much. Can I afford it? Yeah. Do I want to? No, I don't. So it's depending on how I hit the lights coming from my house, it's about a 5-minute drive. It's nothing. And on the way home is Federal Express, UPS, and USPS. So, I mean, convenience. So the 3 storage units I have that are 10 by 20 are just down the hill from my house. They're literally 8 blocks away. So I went in there and I walked around and the whole facility is huge. And yep, right. How do you think I sleep at night? Maybe I don't. So I today, because they are running a special for 2 months for the price of 1, right, on storage units. So what I did today was I canceled so Ryan, the Ridgefield one's gone, $600 done. Ridgefield one's done. No more on that. This one I'm giving notice on tomorrow, and I will be out of here at the end of January. So that's 1 more month of pain. If I had the people, I'd be out of here. I would be out of here I would spend all weekend moving and I would be out of here. But I don't, and I'm not going to stress myself out like that, because that is exactly what got me into this situation. I'm sharing this with you guys hoping that if anybody else is ever in a situation like this might help. Sometimes we can learn from other people's situations. I don't want to call it a mistake. I want to call it a situation. I lived in the same house. I'm 55. 10 years of my life, I did not live in that house. So I raised my kids in that house. I was raised in that house. It was my life. So it wasn't just a matter of selling a place and moving. It was very emotional. Most of you that know me know that. So the majority of the inventory, I used to say that if you saw the thumbnail from last week, you saw the other side. The other side's all, a lot of this is listed. If it's in a bin, all of this, oh, I'm not doing too well. That, and down below, that stuff's not listed. Let's see. This is horrible. You guys should try this sometime. And that stuff's not listed. Most of the Fitz and Floyd is listed. As a matter of fact, it's selling really well. Noelle needs to have a 7-day straight on sale. Anybody want to come ship for me? This is nothing. So here's what I did. One more month of pain, but it's still not going to be as much pain as the 33.26, because what I did was I have until the 17th of January to get all of my stuff out of the 310 by 20s. That'll be easy because one of them is mostly personal stuff. So Justin and Dren's stuff, a few of Ryan's things, and some of mine. Justin and Dren are moving out. We have a few things left to do on the basement. Ryan will be moving in. I have the shed that I got, that I have all of my personal tools and any of my canning stuff, gardening stuff, that kind of stuff. All that is there. My shed is not getting... My workshop shed, I'm not doing anything with that for a while because I can't decide. And if I can't decide, that means that I'm going to settle for something that I won't be happy with. And I can't no longer do that to myself. So today I rented in the same building just down the hall. See if I can do this and make any sense. You guys are going to be wowed. Tell me I'm smarter. Today what I did was I rented that 10 by 20 and the 10 by 15. They are literally across the aisle from each other. The 10 by 20 will have all of these racks and all of my listed inventory in it. The 10 by 15 will also have shelves all the way around with my shipping table in the center. And those two 10 by 10s across the way will have the pared down stuff from the other two 10 by 20s in them. And I will not allow myself to ever get more than that. Hi, Boatman. And in the end, I will be paying $574 a month for those 4 units, which is a savings of, I wrote it down here somewhere, $2,000 and some dollars. I'll tell you exactly. So let's see. Right now, as of 3326 minus 574. Oh, wow, that did not work out right. $2,752 I will be saving. I have 18 days, no more than that. I'm turning my store on vacation for all of January, whether I finish before January is over or not, because I should have done this last year. I should have taken 3 months off and just gotten everything done and settled and been where I needed to be. But you can't you can't operate well under stress. And when it's emotional stress, that's even worse, right? So I am not going to beat myself up. You guys can do it if you want, but I know you won't. Over what I have learned in the last year. And I'm not going to allow myself to continue to beat myself up. And I'm not going to allow myself to run around like a chicken with my head cut off, because I need to be on list perfectly. I need to be in Macari. I do very well on eBay. There is no reason for me to only be on eBay. You cannot keep all of your eggs in one basket. This is my only income. Can I go back to other jobs? Absolutely. Do I want to? No. I have a 9-year-old grandson who I would like to be there for as much as possible. And my granddaughter is 15. She lives in Longview, and we're starting to see her more and more too. I need to be able to drop things at any moment and be there for them. That's what I want to do. So you work smarter, not harder, right? All of this last year, I've worked harder and not as smart as I could be, because what is up here and what is all mangled around. And I know there are many of you out there that are fighting these things. Karen just retired. She's scared to death. Enjoy it. Set back for a little bit and figure out what you need to do. Really retire. Take 2 months and be really retired and see how you like it and what you want to do. What is it you want to what is it you want to do in your retirement? So I think saving $2,700 a month will allow me to go buy a bunch more crap. No, I'm just joking. I can see some people saying that. I will be taking the next 18 days, and I will be spending all the time that Drenna's in school down at the units. I rented them. I rented all of them today, all 4 of them. The other ones are paid for through the 18th. I will put some tables out in the 2 big ones, and I am going to sort every box that I have that's in my other 2 units, and I'm going to decide what I'm going to list on eBay, what's going to go on Whatnot, and what's going to go away. Whether I donate it, whether I offer it to somebody around here that wants to come and get it, it's going to be three separate, And so as I do that, the 2 10 by 10s that are on over here on this wall, one will be for hard goods, toys or anything like that. The other one will have all of my vintage clothing stacked up, and it will have only ephemera in it. And that is, I need to not have those things mixed up, because at some point I may not want to do the hard goods anymore. But I feel like, not tooting my own horn, that I have a pretty good eye for vintage clothing. I have a lot. I have started listing some here recently. There's a lot of vintage clothing that the hip kids and the hip Portland. I'm not making reseller boxes over my dead body. Sorry. Thanks, Jeremy. Yep, it's been not easy. I wish a lot of you lived closer, because you're all amazing people. KK, I'll let you know, KK. I found 3 more totes, body-sized totes of ties. So you may be getting some more ties. Oh, heavens. I was on a tie kick for a long time, but you know what? There's some money-making ties in there. They're all worth money, because whether they get worn or they're used, yes. So these are all temp controlled. This one is not. I have a heater in here that keeps it warm, but these are all temp controlled. They all have lights. There's no electricity for me to use. Like I will have no office down there. This won't be there. This is all, my office will be at the house. All of my small ephemera that a lot of you guys haven't seen because I haven't listed a lot of it yet. Send the ties to Karen to Karen for your quilt. Oh, all right. Well, maybe you can keep me company one day and we'll just go through them and you can decide which ones you want. I have so many, it's not even funny. That might be a good whatnot sale too. What do you think, Maureen? Vintage ties on a whatnot sale? That's the kind of stuff I have, you guys. You would die if you could see. What did I pick up today? Dren and I went to an estate sale because I need a couch. They had the perfect couch. I have a small living room. The couch was gone when we got there. You guys ever look at this kind of stuff? Do you know what it's for? Anybody? Oh, man. Anybody know what it... This is for a Bernina. It is the designs for it is clothing is saturated and whatnot. I got linens. I got everything. I can wait. And I can list it on eBay. If any of you guys follow, I've talked about her before. Oh, why is her name not? These things right here, you guys. And sometimes they have the little cam that goes into the machine. These sell for about $40. I paid $2 a piece. These are Bernina. Bernina, burn that into your head and look Bernina up and all the little tiny pieces that they have. I got 5 of these. And then I got a bunch of the little smaller ones. I just sold linen sell. You made a hat with the ties. Oh, you should have sent me a picture. Is that it is for a Bernina sewing machine. It is the software that you can plug into your machine via computer and lets you do this kind of embroidery with your machine. I've never seen the big ones like these at an estate sale. I've had them, but hey, Glenn, how are you? They're all different kinds. You have some great linens, but no tags, can't identify. You don't always need to identify them. There's this one. I'm almost to the point right now where I don't even look up Bernina. And especially they had the machine, but it was gone. I wouldn't have bought the machine anyway. I don't want to deal with that stuff anymore. I can. There's this one, but these smaller ones, I just sold one. Hang on a second. Paid and shipped. I had a pretty good last couple of days, to be honest. It's like eBay knows I'm going to shut my store down here in a little bit. Let's see. You guys know about these? I was talking to Maureen last night while we were watching Donatella, and I said, somebody sent me an offer for this for $170. I only paid $3. I said I could sell it for a lot more. I could sell it for $299. So they sent me an offer for $170. I took it. Do you guys know about these? If you don't, the wet set, these vintage ones, they're not buying them to use them in their pools. They're buying them for the vinyl to use to make costumes out of. So let's see. Should be right. That's not it. That's not it. Should be right here. Just sold it. Vintage nylons. If you don't know, you do now. I have 4 boxes of those. Here we go. Bernina and Pfaff. I sold this for $103.77. Some of them come in a case like this, which just looks like a CD DVD case. And some of them will come in this one looks more like a DVD case, right? Like it's literally the same size as a DVD case. Guess this is your bonus for the week. This is your bonus. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. I don't think I've ever talked about any of this kind of stuff. Sewing machine feet. This is a $60 sewing machine foot that I paid $2 for. But so this is what it looks like, right? It's just a DVD case, size case. But then you'll see some that come in like a CD size case, and that will be, and they will have this piece in it right here. This is actually a cartridge that slides into the FAF sewing machine, and it has the software on it. And they only fit certain sewing machines. I bought a doll, you guys. We all know about dolls. They only fit certain sewing machines. And then here we go. Here's some more software. Got a USB 8 gigabyte SD wireless card. So FAF. I did FAF, Bernina, any of those. Check your email. You can show on here. I will. Hang on a second, KK. If you ever need electrical setup in your units. Oh yeah, Chris is an amazing person. And he went through a lot to get to where he was in his units, right? I have a small portable that's solar powered generator. I do have access. I mean, there is a cord in where I can go plug in if I need to charge my phone or anything, but I do have a solar powered generator, so I could do that. I don't want to work out of the units. I just want to have my inventory in them. So I will print a pick sheet off. I'll have my phone. I'll go down there. I will pull my inventory. I will pack it, and I will go back home and print my labels off, and off I go. So the Husqvarna is Husqvarna, absolutely. Anything Husqvarna, to tell you the honest truth, and the older Husqvarna, big time. I actually took two Husqvarna sewing machines and their manuals and all of that to the guys that do our KK. Which email did you send it to? Did you send it to the Gmail? Holy moly. I don't see it in my other one. Where's my phone? But they sell very well. That cartridge that I just showed you that I sold for $100 and some, I paid $2 for it. So I was raised, my mother sewed, knit, crocheted, my grandmother, all of that. So I have that in the back of my head because I sew and do all of that too. Husqvarna motocross parts, 100%, Glenn. Yes. Husqvarna is a name. All the tractors, lawnmowers. That's what my lawnmower, my commercial lawnmower when I had a lawn mowing business was a Husqvarna. As a matter of fact, my daughter has it now because I got rid of my yard. So Husqvarna hats, they sell all of it. Husqvarna is a very good brand all the way around. They're German made. Really? Oh, you'll have to put some pictures up of that. Look at my spam. Make sure it didn't go to my spam. I don't see it, KK. They make guns. They make pretty much everything, don't they? I don't go to a lot of... Okay. All right, let me check that. Oh, no, I don't even have access to that one anymore. Here. Hold something. Send it to that one, KK, please, and thank you. Wait a minute. I got it on my other one. Kathy, I sent Kathy some ties. You guys, and she made this hat. This is hilarious. Not hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious because these I sent her some wild looking ties. Let's see. See if I can get how well I can show you guys this. Did you use that whole tie for the inside? That's freaking cool. Can you guys see that? The horses are the top of the tie, at the top of the hat. And then all the other, this is what people do with the old vintage. That's the inside of it. There it goes. You did a good job, KK. And this is the underneath. That is the kind of stuff people do with the old ties. So when you're, hey, Resell King, how are you? And Jan, how are you? Everybody's coming in. Anyway, so that's what we do. Oh, here you go. I've told you guys this once. I've told you a million times. A lot of people won't sell this that do vintage because it's not vintage. They paid shipping and all $53.04 for one bowl. Pioneer Woman. That's a bowl. It's a cereal bowl like this big. I wish I could unlearn a lot of stuff in my head, but then if I did, then I wouldn't know the stuff that I knew and I wouldn't be able to share it with you guys. So I am shutting my store down on January 1st. Whoever I have sent offers out to and pays and does in the time span between the middle of the month, and I have until the 17th to go through my units that I have. Do not, especially the rolling pins, between now and the 18th to get my 3 units there moved and gone through. And then I have from the 18th until the end of this month to get all of this done. And we are going to take one weekend. I'll get a rental truck. Dren and my son Ryan and his girlfriend and my daughter and her husband and my granddaughter and her friend. And then I have a couple of guys that, like, they were the ones that built my fence for me. We'll just come and spend one whole weekend. Marie, I don't know if Marie's in here. She might be listening. Marie Perlette. She and Justin have helped me many times, but she's helping she's helping raise her grandkids so that her daughters can get their nursing degrees. So this isn't a good time for her to help, or they would be here in the thick of it too. So anyway, she does still sell at Walmart because every year she comes out with a new design, and her stuff is highly collected, like Ray Dunn. Are you familiar with Ray Dunn? Her stuff is very collected and very sought after. All right, this ought to be good, Kathy. That's a huge hat. You could smile. That is a huge hat. We're gonna have to get her to smile. That's a nice sun hat. That's awesome. Anyway, so that's where that is. That's what I'm doing. I'm still going to be here every Thursday night. I'll check in with you guys. We'll talk about stuff. I know, great beach hat. Hey, Moses, how are you? $18 mug sold and paid 20 cents at a garage sale. It's a sleeper thing, Joni. She's been around for a while. The Pioneer Woman has been around for a while. She's been around since 2010, 2007. That may not seem like a while, but it is almost 2023. She's been around for a while. She's been on the Food Network. All of her items are out, but I'll just tell you something. Her things, KK, do you sell those on Etsy? Her things, especially her Christmas stuff, off the charts. Off the charts. As a matter of fact, here, let's do this. And we want, here's these are our new ones. Look at, these are her rolling pins, $123, 100, 250. People are crazy. Let's just see. That's just in the Google world. Let's do this. Oh, that's not what I want. What else is new, right? Do that. And these are newer designs. If you look for her older designs, like this is an older one, but this is what I want. We do this, and we're going to do this. That's the one you want to find, boys and girls. $389. What herbs work close to prescription stimulants? Oh, boy. That's a quick Google search. But anyway, there you go. This is, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me to make you one? Hosax, she will make you one. So there you go. That's just this is just her rolling pins. We could just go Pioneer Woman. Christmas. That's what I just sold. Christmas. I have this whole set. This is the bowl. I have the plates, and I have mine listed separately, individually. And that's an older set. I paid $1 a piece for them, and I bought a whole set, and I pieced them out. And so I just sold this bowl right here for $53. So there you go. They're very pretty. They're just not vintage. So a lot of people that are vintage sellers will snub their nose at Pioneer Woman, and I get that. And other brands that aren't vintage, right? Pioneer Woman belly mugs. Let's put that in. I think I know what you're talking about. Pioneer Woman. Learn something new for you guys. Oh, yes. Here you go. There you go. Let's just open this up. There you go. Now those are the kind of mugs that you want to pick up and make a profit off of. All right, you guys, good at selling it all. I will make you one if you want to sell them. Yeah, Kathy doesn't like to. You could sell them on your. I have the Christmas footed mugs. All right. So what kind of an offer did they take on this? Well, I'm going to. I've shown this before. I'll show it again. I'm going to click on this. Anytime that you have a price with a line through it, they have taken a best offer. It says right here that they've taken a best offer. This person only has 8 feedback. So I can go right back here to eBay, and I can go to my seller hub, and I can go to Terapeak product research, and I can paste that title in here, and I can hit research, and it's going to come right down here, and it's going to tell me they took a best offer of $325 for those 4 mugs. Right there. I wouldn't shirk at that. So there you go, you guys. Pioneer Woman. There's your Pioneer Woman and sewing. Holy moly. You got a handful there. You're giving she's giving a KitchenAid. You guys, KK, drop your link. Okay, not vintage, but the money. Good. Yes, very good. Very good, Moses. Something to watch at thrift stores. You see plenty of Pioneer Woman, but not all of it is good. No, you definitely need to look it up. I mean, if you can pick it up for 25 or 50 cents and make $25 on it, go even $1, right? I'm closing my eBay store just for a month, Joni, so that I can get everything moved and be spending a lot less money. And I should have taken that last year when I moved. What is the difference between the Pioneer Woman rolling pins on her eBay and the ones that they sell at Walmart? The ones that they're selling at Walmart, anybody can go and get, right? They only make a certain amount. Every season, so fall, winter, and spring, I believe it is, she changes her design. So there's only a certain amount of her designs, but a lot of it's her Christmas stuff that is highly sought after. You know, it's just one of those. Sold the Pioneer Woman spice set and shelf, missing 1 bottle for $60. Yeah. KK's house is where all the cool kids are going to hang out for New Year's Eve. That's right. Once it's a pattern no longer for sale, they are super hard to find. As a matter of fact, the only reason that I got the set of Christmas stuff that I got, Terry, you're going to have to come over and I'll take you to Retail's thrift store. It's run by the Humane Society. There's only like 5 employees that actually get paid in the whole store, and I think that they work at the cash register. Pioneer Woman is the new Pyrex, pretty much. But everything's run off of donations, and I was in there one day and I saw her stuff, and I was like, are you kidding me? I literally put it in the cart and went up to pay, and a lady came around the corner and she looks at me and she goes, I'm so happy you got the whole set. She goes, I just brought those in with me this morning. And she was like my mom's age, and she was a volunteer there, and she was so happy. Hi, Francine. How you doing, girl? So it's definitely something to sit down and pull up on. I don't know if Courtney's done a video on Pioneer Woman. I might have to beat her to that one. It's not going to happen, but it sounds good. Anyway, what about you guys? What do you guys have planned for the new year? Slow and steady, same old, keeping it as it is. You're comfortable. Are you going to add more platforms? I have a couple of videos, if you go back and look on my channel, of sewing stuff. A good thing to listen to while you're doing whatever. There's a couple of videos on vintage, what do I call it? Just go back and look. You'll find, go pull up the playlist for Let's Talk About It. Oh, Michelle, that breaks my heart. They're having a really hard time, she and her brother, or he got sick. More listing, less buying. Yep. your plan is to increase your sales to at least 1,000 sold per week, I think that you can do that. I need to get a bigger house, garage, or shed for my eBay store. So, I'm glad you said this. You want to add another niche, matchbooks. You know you cannot send them in the mail unless you remove the flammable part. You either have to take the matches out or you have to cut the flammable part out, or you cannot ship them. Did you know that? Anybody that knows Kevin Commonwealth Picker that's selling full cartons of matches in his eBay store should probably say something to him about that. Against the USPS website rules. I don't know why I was looking through this boy's eBay store the other day. You need to get the shipping services on your big pieces of beautiful pieces of furniture. No, you can't. I just went through this whole thing. You absolutely cannot. You cannot. You can't. And he doesn't have the shipping listed as ground either. So Kevin lost some vintage matches sending them via USPS. You cannot send matches in the mail that have the flammable part on them. You either have to take all the matches out of them, or you have to cut. It's the strike anywhere matches that can't be sent. You guys go check it out. I just did a deep dive into that for somebody else to help them out. I could be wrong. I've been wrong a lot. Prove me wrong. Seriously, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will admit to it. I will absolutely 100% admit to it. So don't think that I'm infallible, because heaven knows I'm not. But yeah, be really careful. Really, really careful about that. They've changed a lot of things on the hazardous shipping policies and matches and stuff like that. They've changed a lot of stuff. So that's something. Let's look it up. Can you mail matches through? I know you can't do it through the post office. Safety matches must be sent via ground transportation and cannot be mailed internationally. Strike anywhere matches will light from fiction against any surface. Strike anywhere matches may not be mailed domestically. Can you so? And then you can. I could actually just share this. You can actually go in here and read all of the restrictions that are in there. So, prohibited, restricted, and non-mailable items, USPIS. It's a scam, something. Anyway, yeah. So be really careful. It always gets me. What is the best to take the matches out or the striker? A lot of people want them for the cover. If you look them up, Glenn, you'll see that. Let's see. A lot of people will do this, but a lot of people will just sell them for the cover. This is 16 vintage dinner matchbook covers, and this is how it goes. That's what you get. They have taken the matches out, and all you're getting is the covers. This is how it should be done correctly. This is how they should be sold if you're going to ship them properly. Did I just do that? These right here, Vintage Giant Future Matchbook, Dominion 10 Canadian Whiskey. Well, these cannot be shipped that on, and where are they shipping? Standard shipping. At least they're not offering international. At least I don't see it. Nope, no international, but USPS first class, absolutely not. This is what gets people, you guys, this is what will lose you your eBay store, by not knowing this stuff and by seeing somebody else doing it. So we're going to do it because 10,000 other people are doing it. This is how a lot of collectors, this is what they do with their matchbooks. They go and match cover album, for crying out loud. Tried shipping hand sanitizer to my niece in Boston for her restaurant. They would not allow it. Seriously. Cigarettes, cigars, and tobacco, firearms, glues, hand sanitizers, right there. Right there. Domestically restricted items. Matches. Flammable solids. Any solid material other than one classified as an explosive. Mailability. Let's see, that they fall into this whole, here we go. Mailable, flammable solids. I see matches down here somewhere. Safety matches. The conditions in packaging instruction 4B in Appendix C must be followed. Mail pieces must be plainly and durably marked on the address side with the surface only, blah, 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 and as applicable. Book matches, strike on card matches, or card matches. A shipper's declaration for dangerous goods is not required. I would not send them. Say, the following are mailable. Flammable solids that qualify as limited quantity surface materials. Safety matches. Book, card, or strike on box are permitted only in domestic mail. Looks like you can send the safety ones, but they still are friction. Examples of flammable solids include certain metallic hydrides, metallic sodium and potassium, oily fabrics, processed metals, matches, and nitrocellulose products. All flammable solids are prohibited international. Domestic mail via air transportation, all for flammable solids are prohibited, so on and so forth. So that's what the USPS says. So I guess we have to take that if they're a safety match. Most of these in matchbooks aren't safety matches, I don't think. I don't know. What is a safety match? Do we know? Let's ask Google. What is a safety match? And Noel spell. A match that can be struck only on a specially prepared surface. There you go. And it looks like this, or this, or this. So that's what Google says. What makes a match safety? Safety matches versus strike anywhere matches. Are they going to show us? There we go. These are strike anywhere, strike anywhere, strike anywhere. Safety matches. This is pretty cool, actually. Special striking surface included with matches, e.g. side of a matchbox. A strike anywhere match is any rough, hard, and dry surface, e.g. side of a matchbox, wood, rock, or brick. But it doesn't say how to our strike anywhere matches. What about match books? They're not showing those. This must be a prepper website. Let's ask that one. I'm not ignoring you guys, but I'll go off onto something else if I don't look that. Matches in match books. Considered safety matches are matches that will only ignite. Strike on box, but what about a match book? You could just go on and on and on forever in this. Here you go. Here's movies. All right. Woo. Yep, must be labeled. And then they changed the whole thing for shipping hazardous material, perfumes or that kind of stuff that you're sending that has to go ground. Jeremy, would you be so kind to go to Jody, the Jody Toy Attic, and she just did a video on all of the changes that they made for the new labels, and all of that for shipping perfume and hazardous materials, because she got 3 packages back that she had to pay shipping on to send again because they were incorrectly marked because they changed their policy. Moral of the story, be sure you know what kind of matches you're shipping and that you're following the rules laid out on the website. Amen. As long as shipping ground, the books are okay. They can't be sent air, and they cannot be sent internationally. That's the matchbook, as they aren't. That's what I thought. Thank you. I learned about liquids the hard way. I bought 2 niche perfumes via Shipito forwarding company. Hundreds of dollars later, found out can't send perfumes to Australia. Ordered to destroy them. Yep. Nope, you can't. And anybody that sells on Poshmark and has perfumes listed on Poshmark, shame on you. Number one, you're not even supposed to be able to sell perfumes. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Number one, you aren't even supposed to be able to list perfumes on Poshmark because Poshmark only does priority mail. You cannot send perfumes or colognes priority mail. They all have to go ground, hazardous materials. Does a new eBay seller need a receipt printer? No, absolutely not. When you say receipt printer, do you mean like a printer for the shipping labels, Moses? Can you ship? Does UPS let you ship perfumes? I think they do. I know FedEx won't let you ship any of that. I know that. If you don't want to, here we go. If you don't want to go through the USPS, you can ship perfume via UPS. UPS is a great option if you're sending multiple bottles of fragrance in one shipping container. This is because they have some of the best options for delivering. So you probably could, it would be super expensive, fragrancex.com, but you probably could ship list of prohibited items for shipping UPS. You may be able shipping. Let's look here. Let's check this out. How to ship or mail perfume. Perfume is a lucrative industry. Is perfume dangerous? I know how to do that. I thought I saw something on there. Shipping domestically. I don't want to sign up. Thank you. Perhaps the biggest difference to keep in mind is shipping perfume domestically is much different than shipping it internationally. There is the possibility of running into clearance delays at customs due to flammable ethyl alcohol content. Shipping perfume requires a TSA clearance and a validation that the shipping company knows how to pack dangerous goods. This approval is something that a carrier like either DHL or FedEx can set up for your shipping account so that shipping internationally is viable. Well, there you go. I don't know if UPS ships, USPS, any fragrance or perfume that contain alcohol can be shipped domestically, but not internationally. Perfumes may not be shipped using air transportation, must be ground. UPS. This is good. UPS may require a contract to ship dangerous goods like perfume. Any product deemed dangerous goods must be prepared in strict accordance with ADR regulations. A UPS account executive is available to help you with the process to ensure you're aware of and comply with any compliance regulations. FedEx has specialists available to help you prepare dangerous goods. Packages in accordance to their requirements. You must properly identify, classify, pack, mark, label, blah, blah, blah. And DHL has a dangerous goods expert who can guide you. So it looks to me like UPS, FedEx, and DHL, you can ship through, and you can go right through this. Shipcom can handle perfume and cologne shipments. There you go. I'm going to anybody wants to check into that? There you go. How about that? That's pretty cool. It is very useful. It's things that a lot of people don't talk about and don't think about, and all of our minds work in different ways, right? So why not sit here with everybody and research it, and then we all know, right? And thanks for that one right there, Jeremy, because that led to this. Absolutely, Lynn. This is how we learn, right? You set up your phone with a bunch of products to sell, and he said he needs a receipt printer or else you can't do it. Who told you that, Moses? That you need a receipt? You need a receipt printer, or you just need a printer to print out your shipping labels? That's what I'm understanding, I think. But you can use any printer and tape the labels onto the boxes. You don't have to have a thermal printer. I guess I could go out of here. You don't have to have a thermal printer that does this. You can just use a regular. You can buy labels that come to a sheet and run them. They're kind of expensive. It's easier to pay for tape and to good night, KK. Thank you. And cut the stuff and tape it right onto your packages. Tape right over the top of it. That's cheaper. If you don't have a printer and you're going to go buy a printer, my suggestion would be to get a Canon and one that you can refill the ink yourself. Because the ink's cheaper that way, because you buy a refill kit and then you can refill the ink tanks, whatever you want to call them. I have 2 thermal printers. I have the Rollo. I have, what do I got? I don't know if I can. I have oh, it's not gonna. I have that one. I have that one here at the shop, and it's gonna go to my house. But I also have one that's called an Arctech that my son bought me 4 years ago for my birthday, and it's amazing. I have that sitting on. I may actually end up selling that or giving it away. We'll see. It works amazing. But you don't really even need a printer, because when you print your stuff out, when you go into, let's see if I can pull it up without messing things up. When you go in here to print your labels and ship, you can go down here and you can choose printable label or QR code. If you don't have a printer, this is what you want. You want this QR code. So you would click on this, and it will send you an email with this QR code on it. You can go into the post office and open up your email and show them that QR code, and they will print a label out for you. Does that make sense? Hiding out, are you? Listening in, and you definitely don't need a receipt printer or thermal. I've been running. There you go. Yep, that's what I did for years, just with my regular computer. Absolutely. So this has made it. You know, you guys, if you're at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you're doing your shipping and your printer poops out on you, don't freak out. Just do the QR codes. And honestly, you don't even need to, if you can do this, you can just take a screenshot of the QR codes. It's probably better to open up each email, because then you know which package, and maybe you'll only have a few packages. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but you can absolutely, if you're on vacation somewhere and you've taken some things with you, you don't need to take a printer with you. You can do this QR code. So does that make sense? That's all right. Yep, you can do it from the app. Oh, that's right. Didn't even think about that. Doy. See, that's why it's great for you guys. It's great for you guys to bring up subjects. And I haven't gone late for a long time, just because I've been tired. In my humble opinion, your first sales money should go for buying a thermal label printer before anything else. That makes things so much better. I agree. I wish that I had bought a thermal print after I got one, right? But honestly, a thermal printer like the one that I have, let's see if I can find, what are we at here? I put that back. I need to go back here. I have, my son bought this for me and it wasn't very expensive. Images. Okay, this is what I have right here. well, this one's Fang Tech. Mine's Arc Tech, but it looks just like these. They came out with a bunch of these, but these little label printer thermal, I've had mine for 4 years now, I think. My son bought it for me for Mother's Day or whatever. All of these little tiny thermal printers, they're all made in the same place. They just stole the design, right? Here's label tack. I would not spend, what do they want for this one? Oh, I hate it when you have to actually go in there because they don't want to show you I have one like this. I've used for 4 years. It works great. $62.99. You can afford that right there. $62.99. And then all you're paying for after that is the thermal labels, and you can get them for pretty much dirt cheap. It is way cheaper than paper, printer ink, and look at the size you have there. So that's here. I'll be nice to you guys. Is it going to give me I'm going to put that. There's the link to, is it going to show it? It did not come up. Error, try again. What am I erroring? Will not let me put that in there. That's weird. All right, let's just do this. That's really weird. There's the name of it. It is not. Are you guys seeing any of that stuff? It is absolutely not letting me put anything into my own chat. I wonder why. It's like I'm blocked. Did somebody block me or time me out? How weird is that? I'm going to try something else. Hey, who timed me out? Who blocked me? Who did whatever? I literally cannot type in the chat. I just typed hello and it wouldn't let me do that in YouTube. I type in StreamYard. Let's see what it does. StreamYard, it lets me do it. YouTube, it doesn't. So I don't know. All right. That's okay. Anyway, but you guys get the gist, right? It's a lag. That's a really inexpensive printer. They're super easy to use. I love mine. I typed hello and it wouldn't let me put it in. Look, I'm typing hello in YouTube and it says error, try again. But if I come over here, and so it has nothing to do with that. You guys, listen, I just typed the word hello in YouTube in the chat. I have YouTube on that monitor. I have you guys on this monitor, and I have a share screen on this monitor. Thank you, KK. That's a good one too. So who knows? I've been blocked. I'm a troll. Watch out. Anyway, so for $62, Moses, probably with free shipping too, because it's Amazon, you can get yourself a nice little thermal printer, and that's the way to go. And lots of times they come with 15, 20 labels. No one can block you. Oh, they can. There's probably a lot of people that wish they could. Oh, that's hilarious. So there you go, you guys. I hope that hello showed. Did it come back in later? One of them, the one that I typed in from my, that's so weird. Oh, I see it. That might be the one that I typed in from StreamYard. It is. That's the one that I typed in on the StreamYard one. Go ahead. Hi, Beth. You are absolutely welcome, Moses. What you got for me, Renee? Is print on demand the same as drop shipping? No. And if you follow Texas Gal Treasures, Val, she does a lot of print on demand stuff. She's an amazing person to follow. She's got quite the story, to tell you the honest truth. She's a really good person to follow. And she just hit 100,000 subs. She's got a long history of selling, but she did a lot of print on demand is way different than drop shipping, because you're coming up with the design and you're submitting that design to whoever. Teespring does a lot of that kind of stuff. I don't know a lot about it. I'm just going to share with you what I do know, and 99% of it could be wrong. Let's just start off on that foot. You're welcome. So print on demand, and then another thing very similar to it that my friend Jody Toyotic does. She also has another, I don't know if I think it's a channel. She takes a lot of the old vintage toy catalogs and ephemera and anything like that, and she copies them and digitizes them, and her sister does too, and they will sell that. You already found the supplier? 2 years now, $70. Amazing. So the print on demand is it's your design. You have come up with the company. Printful. Thank you, Beth. You've come up with a company that does it, and whoever it is, orders it, and it's printed and then sent to them. Drop shipping is where somebody from another website comes in. Pickalick does it. Pickalick, have you heard of Pickalick? If you go on to Pickalick, 9 times out of 10, you will see a bunch of your own items on there, and they're higher prices. There are a lot of people like, what's his name now? There are a lot of people that just roam eBay, and they will find people that have things listed low or listed wrong, and then they themselves will share it out, and somebody will buy it from them at a higher price, and they will have it shipped. And you'll get a thing that says, please don't include any paperwork or packing slips in this package. Was he? I love him. This guy right here, Walter Blake Knockblock, if you guys aren't following him, you really should be, in my opinion. This guy is wicked smart. Yep. It's like original Etsy stuff where you make a design and they print it 100%. So every once in a great while, what did I have a while back? When I went to get it to ship it, I dropped it and it broke. Oh yeah. These things happen. We're humans, right? I just went on eBay and found another one, and I bought it, and I literally had them ship it to my client. Sometimes that may cost you a lot of money. I didn't really have anything into the item, but that's a way to get something, and it's not always going to be that way. You can't always do that with a collectible item, right? So that's that I drop shipped that, but I also sent them a message and let them know what I was doing so that they knew, that's where that is. What do you got? My daughter is an artist and we just registered her works. Now we're going to start designing. You might want to get her on Fiverr as well. She can be the one on Fiverr that people are hiring. Go check out Fiverr. If you guys don't know about Fiverr, it's a whole nother world, right? Yes. So that's the difference between print on demand and drop shipping. And drop shipping can get you your account suspended on a lot of different platforms. Yep. That's all I can tell you about that. Don't do it unless you have to. I mean, if you're, don't do it to try to make money, to do an income. Instagram too for art, 100%. Yes. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I would get her on. I would get her on Fiverr for sure too. Anyway, but if you need to for something like that, then that's what you got to do. And there are many people that will do that, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you have an issue with an item or something's bad, and there's another one out there and you know it that's like yours, then that's what you do. But I honestly think honesty is the best policy. Always let your buyer know what's going on, right? Print on demand is absolutely a safe bet for sure. Lots of people do it. Anyway, all right, you guys, I will see you next week. I don't know what we're going to talk about. It's probably going to be something to do with organizing and going through and deciding where to sell your items, because that's what I'm going to be doing for the next 2 weeks. And it's like I told my son while we were sitting having dinner the other night, and he said to me, he goes, "Are you okay? Are you sick?" And I said, "I love you too, KK." I said, "What do you mean?" "Good night, Kathleen. Thanks for coming in." And he goes, "Well, because those of you who know me or don't know me, a lot of new people in here, which I love. I have survived thyroid. I had my thyroid radioactively blasted in 98. I have survived a rare form of cervical cancer. They gave me 3 months to live. That was in 2011, 2012. And I've been burnt. So if it takes longer, exactly, that's exactly what he said, Maureen. I said to him, because the Ridgefield storage unit had a lot of, my temporary storage unit had a lot of really cool stuff in it. I had to let it go. It was making me ill. It was making me physically and mentally ill, the drain of it being there and knowing that it had to go somewhere and that I had nowhere for it to go. There was no way to really go through it and sell it to people. Yeah, I did. I did. You guys have survived me being your friends. More like it, KK. Good night, Terry. What was that? Noelle will be getting any moving a storage shed videos, or are you going to run like a bat? I don't know. We'll see. And I said, why would you think I'm sick? I said, I will tell you if I'm sick, because I went through a phase there for a while that if I got cancer again, I wasn't going to tell anybody. I was just going to silently, let it do whatever it did. And I'm done, tired, all that good stuff. And he said, you've made some comments lately. He goes, I just wonder, he goes, like, you don't want to leave all of this stuff to your kids like other people. And I said, no, I don't. I do not want to leave a mess for you guys to have to clean up that I made. Hey, Paul, I just saw you up at the top. How you doing, buddy? Here's another good. Are you still doing stuff? Paul has a channel as well. So apparently he thought that maybe I was sick and I'm just getting rid of stuff and trying to clean stuff up and minimizing the stuff that I have in my house, because he thinks that I don't want to leave it to them to have to throw all this or do whatever, Hi, Tina Lou. And I looked at him and I said, no, I'm not sick. I don't. Well, maybe mentally, but we all have struggle with that, don't we? It's been almost a year. That's all right. It's still there. It's waiting for you. It's very forgiving, isn't it? He goes, okay. It was like you could just see this big go off of his chest. And I said, no, I just don't want you guys. I mean, I deal with estate sales every week. You see it every week. All of these things that none of the kids want, that the parents saved or collected or whatever, and it's just going to go away. So, oh, he was, and I was kind of stressed, because it kind of distressed me, I should say, because he never said anything about it. But since I was going over him with my master plan of the storage units and getting out of here, and all of that, it was just like I can giggle about it now. It's been a few days, but poor kid. I love that kid so much. I love all of my kids the same, but we all have different relationships with each of our kids, right? Because they're all different people. Anyway, and I have a very good relationship with both of my boys and my daughter, but they're all different, right? How you deal with each of your kids. But anybody that's a parent of multiple children knows that you love your kids all the same. The love in your heart for each kid, no matter what you've been through with them, is the same. Your relationship with them may be different. Hope that is clear as mud. Anyway, so I did my little math thing on the storage units, and he and I went and looked at them day before yesterday, and he's like, we got to get you out of here, this place right here. And so I did my little math when I did everything this morning, and I sent it to him, and he's like, oh yeah. I'm just, found money, right? I found money, and I cleared up enough up here to realize that as much as I love this shop right here, it's not needed. There's a lot of things that we don't need in life that we would love to have. I would rather put that $2,700 a month into a savings account for Dren and Emily for college. There's way better things I could be spending money on and still not be inconvenienced. So think about that. What can you do? Maybe make a little more work for you in one way. That little more work for me in one way is going down to the storage unit, pulling my items, and then going back home. It's literally 8 blocks. I'm really kind of excited about maybe walking there this summer when it's nice out. I'll just walk down there, do my shipping, and then walk back home, get the car, go get it, go to the post office. All kinds of things. I need to start exercising. There's a lot of things. This last year has just been a blob for me. And so I'm coming out of that, and I'm sharing my trials and tribulations with you guys, so that if you have something like that coming up, maybe you can learn a little bit with my wagon. That's a good idea, because they have those collapsible wagons, the ones that a lot of people will take to flea markets and stuff, right? So hopefully next week, which is also next year, everybody will have something cool to share. And I think that we will, I don't know what my topic's going to be, but the one with, the big wheels. Yep, that's what I need. Exactly. So we quit the similarities, and what you got the similarities and what you're saying. Yep. All right, you guys, I got to go home and make sure the little guy's off to bed. His dad has to head off to work. You have had sepsis twice, congestive heart failure twice, and you're still here. And you're always in a good mood. You're always in a good mood. Good night, everybody. Happy New Year. Have a great year. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for everything. I love y'all. I'll see you next year.